Hello my amazing people. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. You know how we do it when the gist is hot, no calm, no delay, we dive straight in. Today's gist is all about our beautiful Sonia Uch, who has decided that she's done keeping quiet. She said, enough is enough, and she's now giving it back to them, back to back. My people, the calm queen has officially turned into a bold, confident woman, and honestly, I love this version of her. For a long time, people have been talking, dragging, and twisting her silence. Some even mistook her calmness for fear, saying maybe she's too soft or too classy to respond. But our baby girl has finally decided to show that being quiet doesn't mean being weak. She said, if you talk, I talk. If you play, I play. And this time, she didn't just say it in words, she showed it with action, confidence, and that quiet power that makes everyone pay attention. The moment Sonia decided to respond, her fans went wild with excitement. The whole internet started vibrating with joy. You could feel the energy everywhere, on TikTok, Instagram, and even in comment sections. Her true fans were like, yes. That's our girl. Give it to them. They've been waiting to see this side of her, the outspoken, fearless Sonia who doesn't take nonsense from anyone. It's like the entire fanbase took a deep breath of relief, saying, finally, our girl is done playing soft. Sometimes, silence is golden, but other times, silence gives the wrong impression. Sonia's new approach shows that she's not afraid to match energy with energy. And this time, she did it with style and maturity. Fans call this her bold era, saying she's no longer letting anyone control her narrative. She's free, confident, and absolutely glowing. Now, let's talk about what triggered the whole storm. Just when things seemed to be cooling down, Maurice dropped one mysterious post that shook social media. He wrote, after betraying you twice, they start asking for one more chance. That line alone was enough to scatter everywhere. People started talking immediately, who betrayed who? Who's he referring to? Before you could blink, his name and Sonia's name were trending again. Of course, you know how online people can be. The first thing they did was assume he was referring to Sonia. Some fans said yes, others said no, but one thing everyone agreed on, the timing of that post was too suspicious. He posted it just when things between him and Sonia were already being discussed online. It was as if he wanted to pour more pepper into the fire. But here's where it gets even juicier. Some fans started digging deep, connecting dots, and came to a different conclusion. They said the post might not even be about Sonia at all. Instead, it could be about Pearl. Remember when Maurice and Pearl had their social media fallout? The one where they both unfollowed and even blocked each other on Instagram. That time, everywhere was shaking. Fans noticed immediately because, you know, nothing escapes the eyes of social media detectives. Eventually, the two of them followed each other back and acted like everything was fine, but people knew something had gone wrong. So now that Maurice has dropped this betrayal post, many believe he's actually shading Pearl. They say the timing matches the kind of energy they had back then, tension mixed with emotional undertone. People even went back to old posts, comparing captions and analyzing emojis. You know how fans do their investigations like professional FBI agents. Some said the message was too personal to be random, others believed it was just coincidence. But one thing is sure, the internet doesn't forget. Once you've had a public fallout, even a cryptic post will bring back all the memories. Now, back to Sonia, because this girl, she didn't just stay quiet after all these talks. She responded, and she did it like a boss. She dropped a statement that has now gone viral. If you cross my lane, many men shall fall. My people, tell me that's not the line of the year. She didn't post it lightly, she said it with confidence and presence. That one sentence carried more weight than a whole paragraph. And to make it even better, she wasn't just posting words, she was dancing, singing along, and vibing to the song like someone who knows her value and refuses to be disrespected. You could see the joy and calm in her movements. She wasn't angry, she was powerful. That kind of energy that says, I'm not bothered, but don't test me. Fans couldn't keep calm after that. The comment section of her post turned into a celebration ground. Everyone was hyping her, dropping fire emojis, and saying things like, "This is the energy we've been waiting for." They thought you'd stay silent forever. Some even started using her words as their own captions. It became a symbol of self-respect and boundaries. Even neutral fans who don't usually take sides agreed that her response was pure class. She didn't insult anyone. She didn't rant. She just delivered her message with calm confidence. That's how you handle pressure, with grace and a little attitude. Now, if you know Sonia well, you'll understand that she's not the kind of person who likes drama. She prefers peace, but she also knows when to speak. This particular post showed that she's still that calm soul, but she won't be stepped on. It's giving maturity, confidence, and a little bit of spice. The reactions didn't stop there. People started analyzing her words, her expressions, even her tone, saying, "This girl has finally woken up." And honestly, they're right. You can see the difference. She's not playing the quiet card anymore. She's fully in control of her story. Everywhere you looked online that day, it was, Sonia this, Sonia that. People were sharing her video, quoting her lines, making memes, and praising her for finally standing up for herself. Some said this moment reminded them of how women everywhere should respond to unnecessary pressure, not with noise, but with elegance and boldness. I couldn't stop smiling as I watched everything unfold. You know when you've been waiting for someone to take charge of their own story, and they finally do it. That's how it felt. Sonia's glow, her vibe, and her energy just filled everywhere. It was like she came back stronger after being quiet for too long. And let me tell you, this gist hit differently because it came right after a short break when everyone thought the online drama had cooled down. So imagine the surprise when this new wave of gbos began again. From flat screen to curved screen, from unfollowing to blocking, and now this, the energy is too hot to handle. But the best part. Sonia is unbothered. She's not throwing tantrums, she's not responding to shade directly. She's simply living her truth and showing that her silence was never weakness, it was strategy. That's what makes her stand out. The love she received after that post was massive. Fans were not just hyping her, they were deeply inspired. Some even wrote messages like, "Thank you for reminding us that silence is strength until it's time to speak." You see? That's impact. When your reaction starts motivating others, you've already won. Now, everyone's just watching to see what happens next. Will Maurice respond again? Will there be another indirect post? Will Paul say something? The suspense alone is giving us a movie-worthy storyline. Even those who don't normally follow Nollywood gossip are now curious. Honestly, it feels like a new chapter for Sonia, a new era of self-expression, confidence, and boldness. She has proven that you can be calm and still powerful. You can protect your peace without being silent. You can speak without shouting. Through all of this, the main takeaway is simple: never mistake a calm person for a weak one. Sonia's calm has always been her strength, but now, she's showing that she can switch from peaceful to powerful when necessary. That's real growth. And that's why fans are standing firmly behind her. She has become a symbol of strength, not just in Nollywood but to many young women watching her. She has turned online drama into a masterclass on composure. As for Maurice, well, he sure knows how to keep people talking. Every post from him seems to spark a new round of conversations. But one thing is sure, whatever he meant, Sonia's reaction has completely stolen the spotlight. And now, everyone's waiting for what happens next. Some people say there might be a new project between them. Others think the tension will cool down soon. Whatever the case may be, the gist isn't ending anytime soon. So yes, that's where we are right now. Sonia has made her statement clear: if you cross her lane, she won't stay quiet. She'll respond, but in her own calm and classy way. The whole internet is watching, talking, and loving it. And we're all here for it. In the end, one lesson stands tall: no matter who you are, protect your peace, respect yourself, and never be afraid to speak up when it's time. Sonia has done exactly that, and she's doing it with grace. So, my people, tell me, what do you think? Was Maurice's post about Sonia or someone else? Do you think Sonia's response was the right move? One thing is sure, this Nollywood gist has just begun, and we're not missing a single drop of it. Because when stars start posting indirectly, you already know, the drama is about to get hotter. Grab your popcorn, because this story is far from over.